Today's horoscope, Capricorn October 2nd, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You gravitate to informal, cooperative, and harmonious activities today, and the day's energies support these things. Opportunities for friendship and shared happiness arise. Sharing your work, ideas, or expertise with others can be rewarding. Even so, this is the day before a solar eclipse, and it's best to draw on your intuition to visualize what you'd like to change in your professional life. It's a good time to reflect upon how you'd like to present yourself. You might become aware of things, attitudes and circumstances that are best left behind you so that you can take better charge of your life in the future. Certainly, your relationship with your responsibilities is evolving. Everyone has been on edge for over a month now. This is because eclipse season has been rearing its head. Eclipse season always packs a punch, bringing intense shifts of fate, like you're on a kayak being rocked down a mighty river. You may have thought you knew what was just around the river bend, but eclipse season propels you off down a current you'd never expected. This can be exhilarating and glorious or tremendously terrifying. Go with the flow now, but keep yourself guarded and protected as much as you can. Destiny awaits and is calling out to you. What could you create? Your professional journey could include a fun side quest, such as when the moon in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus and Pluto retrograde in your sign. You could always consider a professional avenue that is off the beaten path. You do not have to commit to a creative venture or passion project fully. However, you are encouraged to consider pursuing something enjoyable and fulfilling in your professional journey. Loosen up. Have fun with your professional journey, and see where it can lead. You have a strong ability to focus on what you have set your mind on, yet focusing on your well-being is something you often avoid. For your own benefit, get a clear perspective on what it is that works for you and what feels like a challenge. Seek to understand what you can do to help yourself on a daily basis. Regular meals with lots of leafy greens, perhaps self-prepared, regular exercise that fits nicely in your everyday schedule are all means to attain your goal of feeling happy and healthy. Your curiosity will be tenfold today. You will see far and wide, and your inventiveness may express itself through modern technologies of communication. You will surely spend more time than usual on the internet, telephone, or watching television. Whatever you undertake, you will try to see further on to understand and advance. So, let yourself be carried along by this curious vibration, and above all, push ahead. What makes the friendly aspect between Mars in your relationship sector and Saturn in your communication sector so empowering is that they each contribute uniquely. This alignment not only ensures a powerful start to the week on both communication and relationship fronts, but also marks the beginning of an ongoing development throughout October. It brings together Mars' determination to pursue what you desire in relationships with Saturn's steadfast commitment to maintaining open lines of communication. At the same time that a friendly aspect between Mars in your relationship sector and Saturn in your communication sector is helping to give your relationships a powerful voice, the moon is helping to bring the spirit of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together. While the latter is more fleeting and is having to compete with the working week, it is returning you to something that can be tapped into at any time. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters Libra at the start of a new month, it's the perfect time to ask yourself, how can you regain balance and find peace in your life? Libra's energy invites us to seek emotional harmony and create a sense of equilibrium in our hearts and minds. So, what brings you that sense of peace? Perhaps it's confiding in a close friend, spending time with a loved one, or diving into a hobby that makes your soul sing. It could even be something as simple as taking a quiet moment for yourself, away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Whatever it is, this is your gentle reminder to focus on what helps you feel mentally, spiritually, and emotionally aligned. Have you noticed how much better you feel when you make time for the things that truly nourish your spirit? Maybe it's a favorite pastime that you haven't indulged in for a while, or perhaps it's just sitting in silence and reflecting. Life has a way of pulling us in a million directions, but today, you're being encouraged to slow down and reconnect with what brings you peace. This sense of self-confidence and clarity is a beautiful gift of the current cosmic alignment. But here's something to keep in mind. Sometimes, when we feel empowered, we can come across as overly confident or even a little arrogant without meaning to, of course. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were sure you had the best solution, but in pushing that belief, you unintentionally rubbed others the wrong way? It's all too easy to forget that even when we're sure we're right, there's always value in listening to others' perspectives. The energy right now is about balance, not just within yourself but in how you relate to others. Being modest and diplomatic can help you avoid unnecessary conflicts. Even if your ideas are spot on, adopting a more collaborative approach can turn potential friction into productive discussions. So, instead of questioning everything around you, take a step back and let your natural charm and tact guide you toward more harmonious outcomes. Speaking of harmony, if you've been feeling tense or irritable lately, it's a good idea to check in with yourself and your emotions. Do you feel like your patience has been running thin, or maybe you've been overreacting to minor annoyances? It happens to the best of us. Have you ever noticed that when you're stressed, even the smallest things can feel overwhelming? Sometimes, we unknowingly project our inner tension onto those around us, which only adds to the strain in our relationships. But here's the catch: sometimes, clarity requires a pause before action. Have you ever rushed into something the moment it felt right, only to realize later that you could have taken a more thoughtful approach? Don't be afraid to take a step back, even if it feels like you're moving in reverse. Reassessing old plans or revisiting past decisions can be exactly what you need to set yourself up for greater success. Remember, stepping back isn't a setback, it's a way to ensure you're heading in the right direction with full confidence. If you've noticed a bit of tension building in your relationships lately, maybe some disagreements or a sense of friction, this is the perfect moment to dial it back and aim for quality over quantity in your interactions. Think about it. When was the last time a heated debate left you feeling truly satisfied or closer to the other person? More often than not, it just leads to frustration on both sides. The Sun in Mercury and Libra are gently encouraging you to prioritize diplomacy and harmony. Instead of pushing your point or trying to win the argument, try listening with an open heart. Seek common ground and approach discussions with a mindset of collaboration rather than competition. Have you ever had a moment where simply pausing to listen helped you resolve a conflict more easily than you expected? When you approach conversations with patience, you create space for understanding, and that's when real progress is made. So, as you navigate the day, think about how you can bring more balance into your interactions. Whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues, try to lead with empathy and openness. This not only strengthens your relationships but also fosters an atmosphere where everyone feels heard and valued. How are you feeling today? Have you experienced any moments of clarity or a sense of balance starting to return? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Drop a comment below and share what brings you peace or how you're working to create harmony in your life this month. Let's support each other on this journey.